Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. It is Tuesday, and in my lap, I was going to say pocket, but not pocket, in my lap, I have a rodent. And it's not just a rodent, it's a hamster. And it's not just a hamster, it is little Saber slash Cream. I woke her up. She's probably going to make a run for it because I woke her up. And she's, a little freaked out by the fact that she's awake and not in her house or in her cage or anywhere that she remembers. So, hi little one. So I'm going to put her back in her cage because she is a sweetheart. She is a cutie. I don't want her to get hurt and fall, because if she does, ooh, she's squeaking. She's kind of scared. If she does fall from this height, she could hurt or kill herself. Here we go, little one. Because after all, one of my favoriteest hamsters in the world who died of her injuries was just on the arm of my recliner. And she was trying to inch herself down, and I startled her and she jumped. And she landed nose first, and that did spinal compression. And she was paralyzed, completely 100% paralyzed, all voluntary muscles for about 45 minutes. And then for the next week, she just moved slow and shook. She must have been just in constant pain until finally the stress, her immune system bottomed out. She got wet tail and died. So from this height, if she jumps from here and went straight down onto the floor, if she nosed down like a little missile and hit nose first, that would be it. So yeah, I got to be careful. You got to be very, very careful with your hamsters. It's a good thing. I mean, it's a good thing to be careful with your hamsters as well as, being careful with any pets at all. But, you don't want to slaughter your little rodents. And that's a bad thing. So last night, I did actually go walkies. I have, because of coming off opiates and my nerves being so much more easily to inflame, I have not been able to walk as much. I've gained 5 pounds since I have not been able to walk. And I don't eat a lot. I mean, I lightly graze. Like if I'm hungry, I'll eat like a banana or some corn chips until the hunger's gone, and then I stop eating. And I have one major meal a day, which might be a couple microwave burritos with some cheese and salsa, or it might be a sandwich, or it might be a hot dog. It's just one thing. I mean, not even a great amount of it, but that's just the one meal. So I'll only take in like 1,800 calories maximum. And I gained 5 pounds because I haven't been able to go walking those 6 miles daily. That's uncomfortable and not good. Especially since last night when I did go walkies and I walked around town, when I got back, I have to walk, because I walk in downtown Shelton and it's low. And I live in southern Shelton, which is hills. And if you want to get to northern Shelton, it's another huge hill. So going down into Shelton and then just walking around Shelton and then coming back, I just have to do a tiny bit of hill to get back into southern Shelton. At the northern end of Shelton, yeah, it's the northern end because you're going toward Walmart, it's about a half mile to 3/4 of a mile of an uphill slope where they've done the construction. I've shown the construction before. It's a huge slope because you can take the 2-block trip up a mountain face, you climb about 250 feet total, to get up onto the top of the hill of northern Shelton that gets you flat onto the plateau that takes to Walmart, or you can take the longer, gentler slope that's, like I say, about a half mile to 3/4 of a mile, and it still climbs those 250 feet plus. It's really a huge climb. You start down in lower Shelton, and by the time you're even like a quarter of the way up the hill, you're looking down, way down on Shelton. And then you just continue upward. It's like huge, at least 250 feet difference, because downtown Shelton isn't quite sea level, but it's mighty bloody close because we're right on the Puget Sound, which is Washington State is split with a peninsula, and the ocean comes down into what's called the Sound, where the peninsula is split from the state, and so that's ocean water coming down into this gigantic sound, which is just a gigantic bay, because the peninsula of Washington is almost like cut off entirely. And I'm right down there at the base of the peninsula. Everything here in Shelton is much more expensive because it takes extra money to ship it to the peninsula. Even though from Olympia to where we are is 20 miles. That's all the distance it is. We're on the peninsula because we're right at the base of where the peninsula starts. And so that 20-mile difference is a several dollar increase in the price of everything, because even though it's just another 20 miles and you don't have to go any further, we're on the peninsula. And it costs more to ship to the peninsula. Right. But, you know, that's just the way life is. So I haven't been walking up into northern Shelton. That I was going to say loss and lack at the same time. That loss of climbing upward and fighting just going up the hills to come into southern Shelton now is much more fatiguing and weakening. So last night, though, I went for a walk. I walked all around downtown Shelton and then walked back. Because I am losing my ability to go the huger distances and getting more fatigued, what I'm going to have to do is make the route to northern Shelton much more direct, and then take the the sidewalk trail and the construction, the road, up to the top where the dental place is, and then come back, because I've got to push. I am gaining weight. I am losing what I have done. My pulse is still good. I mean, that hasn't really gone downhill yet. I can still just sit here as I'm playing and listening. Well, yeah, listening to videos or music. But if it's semi-quiet and I'm just sitting, I can hear my pulse. I've mentioned that before. I can feel and hear my pulse. I mean, can everybody? Because I've never really read or heard about other people that can do that. I can feel and hear my pulse at all times. Even now, with my blood pressure at like 113/70, it just sits there going, lub-dub, lub-dub, lub-dub. And I'm not joking at the speed. I mean, my heart beats at 44 beats a minute, so that's less than a beat a second. It's lub-dub, lub-dub, lub-dub. And oh, I like that. That is so much healthier than the 90 than it used to be just a couple decades back when I was drinking. I was falling apart then, though, so. But I also slept well, with more air quotes, because I went to bed after midnight. Because going to bed beforehand just means I'm going to wake up like 3 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock. I already wake up at 3 o'clock. But last night it was like 12:30. I pushed and stayed up as late as I could until it was just, I'm bored, I'm not doing anything, I'm staying up for the sake of staying up. I'm not staying up because I'm watching videos, I'm not staying up because I'm playing a game, I'm not staying up because I'm interested in something, I'm staying up because I just don't want to go lie down yet. And that's not, you're just marking time. So I went to bed. It was close to 5 a.m. when pain woke me. So I actually slept pretty good and took the walk. So tonight when I go walkies, if I can, it is raining like the devil outside right now. Not hard raining, but I can hear it, and it's dim outside. So if it's still raining tonight, depends. I mean, I should take the Brawley out and go anyway because I need to go up that hill. So we shall see. And again, I have mentioned that I am allergic to leaf mold and such. I'm assuming my primary care provider, listened to what I was talking about a couple of years back and said, that's leaf mold. So we have a forest right outside here. In Shelton, there are green block areas where they don't have any development because either, places own them or just the city owns them. But out that way, there's like 2 blocks until you hit a road, and a block that way and a block that way. So there's greenery out there. There's a forest, and that's nice. I like that. There's deciduous trees and there's evergreens. So of course, whenever the deciduous trees and the pine needles fall, down they come, and they get wet, leaf mold, achoo, sneeze, drip, fun. So everybody needs allergies. It's your immunoglobulin E that is known as your annoyance immunoglobulin. This is why you have allergies for real are deadly, because that's why you have anaphylactic shock. That's when you get hives. But the problem with hives is they don't just show up on the outside of your body, they show up on the inside too. That's why your mouth will start to swell and your air passage will swell shut. You're getting hives on the inside of your body and they're swelling your breathing tube shut. Anaphylactic shock, that's just an allergic reaction. It will kill you if it's bad enough. What we call allergies aren't really allergies, because that's the immunoglobulin E, which is the annoyance immunoglobulin. What it does is, because we don't, in the developed world, we don't have a lot of the stuff that we have to fight off that in lesser developed nations you have to fight off all the time. People in these places where they have much more difficult times to live, where their immune systems are working, have very few allergies. Places like the United States and such, where it's mostly not as much a struggle like that, we got struggles with allergies because our immune systems aren't really bumped up. But the immunoglobulin E, what it does is it'll just sit in your bloodstream, and then it just sees an innocuous piece of pollen, go floating by in your system, and it just goes, all hands on deck, woo, pulls the alarm and sends out the entire force to go get that pollen. So your entire immune system is ramped up for a mega threat, and it's pollen that's not a danger. But your immune system just pulls out all the stops, and your nose starts to run, and you're sneezing because your body's attacking that allergen to get it out of your system and save you. So you're not having problems because of the allergy the allergy contagion. You're having issues because your immune system's gone insane. That's like with the rhinovirus, the common cold. What you were experiencing when you have a cold is not from the rhinovirus. The common cold virus is harmless. It's your body's immune system ramping up and reacting to that harmless virus that causes all the symptoms of having a cold. Yay! Well, it's better than your immune system not working at all. Thumbs up for that. So I'm hoping to get some things done. I need to make some phone calls still. Not as heavy duty as ones I've had to do in the past. So they're ones that if I don't get them done today, it's okay. I've got things that I'd like to do. I need to do more tidying up. I got stuff just stacked up on places. Like over here, I've got stacks of discs. On my hamster cage, I've got stacks of stuff, because those back there are my only shelves. So it's either stack stuff on top of things that shouldn't have stuff on top of it, or stack it on the floor next to me, which I still do, or else it's just a horrific nightmarish mess, which it slowly becomes, and then I clean up, and then it's really, really nice, and then it slowly falls apart again, because I am one person, a bachelor, and my physical condition makes it very, very difficult to do anything at all, especially with all this increased chronic pain, which hopefully, as stated, because of the fact that I slept last night, maybe the methadone half-life is slowly getting less and less, and my body is reacting to the residue of the methadone less and less. Definitely a thumbs up. Yeah, I mean, I like the effect of opiates in that it killed my pain and it kept my nerves from getting inflamed, and it kept everything settled down. But I don't like opiates, and that, boy, it does like cardiac damage. So I still would like one day to get a cardiac stress test done so that I could see if my heart's like going to just explode in my chest one day, or if the fact that it's 44 and doing really good is a good thing. I mean, I know it's a good thing, so I probably shouldn't worry about it. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. It is a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, with my depression, fibro, widower brain, and more, I'm lucky I can remember that my name is not Reginald P. Farquhar, because usually it's not. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that sort of thing. They don't feel natural. My dentures do not feel natural, and I'm stumbling over them today very, very badly. Sometimes they feel completely natural. Sometimes they feel thoroughly unnatural, and today they feel thoroughly unnatural. And I am not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them later. For right now, I'm just thanking you for having left me a comment. Good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. The fact is, you left me a comment. Thank you so very, very much. And of course, range, mispronounce. I don't know if there's anything else I need to say. I forget. So let's get started. Let me call my Chrome. And we have Rafe68. Rowdy XW, thank you very, very much. Chris with an apostrophe, thumbs up and thank you. Jens Haddison, greatly appreciated. Twice OP, thank you very, very much. Devin Hutchins, thank you very, very much. NPC, greatly appreciated. Jack Ruchart, I think that's how it's pronounced, thank you very much. Lovely Violets, greatly appreciated. Kathy Kitscat, thumbs up and thank you. Big8_9, thank you so very, very much. Froshy, thank you very much. Space Cowboy, greatly appreciated. MLG Dog 274, greatly appreciated. Sebastian Ferris, any day now, I promise. Emma Kuntz, greatly appreciated. Syringe, thumbs up and thank you. Can we get 1,000 subscribers without a video? Good question, don't know. Tanner Floyd, greatly appreciated. Dauk, like the name, thank you. Will Richter, greatly appreciated. And then we have Thomas S, thumbs up and thank you. Jux Life, Juxe, I don't know how it's pronounced, but thank you very, very much. Late Night Socks, greatly appreciated. And last but not least, B Hogs, thumbs up and thank you all so very, very much for getting me out of my head into the world, dealing with real people. Thank you so very much. I don't know what happened to my camera. It got moved somehow, or I'm having to be way over more this way just to be centered. It just feels that way. I don't know if that's true. But anyway, if you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. That was hard to say. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definite thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you were down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Because my hair is getting so thin here, I am going to put on my Amazon wish list a hair trimmer, and if nobody buys that for me, hopefully I'm going to be able to afford a hair trimmer on my own. I need to cut my hair even shorter. It is getting so thin, and thin hair does not look good long at all. Just look at any of the hard rockers that are like balding up here. You know, they're just bald here, but they still have a long fringe. Oh, it may look good in your mind, but trust me, sir, it does not look so good IRL. So I've been making my hair shorter and shorter, but over, the next month and some, it's going to get even shorter. So, yay on that. Well, shucks, I've got this video, I've got a different video all ready to edit and render. I just have to make another video and then edit and render that one. I still have my 2 walkies videos. Not going to be able to record one today because it's raining, but that's life. So Plenty of stuff to do, plenty of stuff I have done, plenty of stuff to get ready. So, in 19 minutes and 30 seconds, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. I have a few seconds left, so don't eat hamsters. They don't taste good.